Hello YouTube, Totalhenry here, and today I am back with another manga review. In this video I'm going to be giving my review on Eyeshield 21. This is a 37 volume manga series by, the story is by Riichiro Inagaki and art is by Yusuke Murata. And now I should say up front that there will be spoilers in this video. I'm just going to share my thoughts on what I personally consider to be not only one of the best sports mangas of all time, but one of, the best mangas that I've ever read. This is about a kid named Sen, right here, who basically joins his high school football team, and he goes from being a wimp to being the ace of the high school team. And he's a running back, for those of you that know what that means, and this is just such a good story. The first thing I want to talk about is the art. Now, a lot of series, the art isn't that good at the beginning, and Eyeshield is one of those series where the art isn't like super incredible at the start. It's not bad, but you go all the way to the end, and the art just becomes incredible. I think Murata, I think he is one of the best artists in the whole manga industry. And also, I love his cover designs. Like, this is volume 3. I just think some of his covers and the way he designs these covers are just so good. The color is great. I always have loved that one. And just showing you a bunch of covers here, just to illustrate how good his art is. I think this is probably the best cover I have ever seen for any comic book, manga, or American. So he is just such a good artist, and I love his covers. I love how he puts so many characters in, and just like such complex compositions. And you usually don't get covers with this much detail, and then he tries for like different style and sort of like watercolor approach. So I love the art. It's beautiful. It's great to look at. So that's one thing that I love about Eyeshield 21 is just the art. Now, next thing I want to talk about is the story. The story is not fantastic. It's about the high school football team, the Demon Devil Bats, trying to get to the Christmas Bowl, which is the top game between, I think, it's the Eastern team against the Western team. It's like the two top teams get to play each other. Yeah, here we go. The Christmas Bowl right here. Once a year, the best team from the East and the best team from the West face off. And so it's sort of like the Super Bowl for those of you that know football. And so the story it's just about getting there. There's not really any twists and turns. So that, I guess, could be one flaw. Another is, there's the traditional sports manga thing where they don't lose a lot. I think in this entire series they only lose twice, and one of those games didn't really matter that much. But nevertheless, it's still a good series. The lack of story doesn't really bother you because this is more about the characters, and that's another thing that I love and want to talk about. Just the number of characters in this series and the number of characters that you care about and you love. Like the main character, Sen, he is one of my favorite characters like ever in all manga. The quarterback right here, the blonde one, Hiruma, I think that's his name. He is such a cool character. Here he is, Hiroshi Hiruma. He is such a cool character. He's a really good player, but he's like one of the players that were like, he does not have good skills, so he has to use his mind, and he's just so cunning, and he's clever. He's also a really funny character, and he's very entertaining. And then, just like sort of this character intro page, another one of my favorite characters right here is Shin. And this also, there's such a great rivalry between him and Sen, these two players, that it's probably one of my favorite rivalries in all of manga. I like it more than Naruto and Sasuke because they have this rivalry. They want to beat each other, but they also deeply respect each other, and they're friends, and they're willing to share secrets with each other to make the other person just a little bit better so they can then go and beat them at their best. And I can't stop praising the series. The only thing I guess is bad is like the lack of the story, and also there are not a lot of female characters. These right here are basically the only two female characters in the entire stories. There are a few more that have names, but those are the only two that matter. So this is really aimed for boys, even though I think girls might like the series too. So I mean, there could have been a little more female characters, but it doesn't really hurt the series that much. It's just something I thought I could point out. And I've just recently reread this entire series, so it's all fresh in my mind. And even rereading it and know what's going to happen, I still love this series. As I've said before, the art is good. And also, I just enjoy sports manga. I just enjoy this sort of style of storytelling where they're training, they're trying to beat harder teams. When they lose, they have to go back and evaluate themselves, and there's harsh training. That's just something that I'm into, and I think if you like sports manga, you will definitely like Eyeshield 21. If you're not such a fan, I still say give it a try because it's really, really good, and it's just such a feel-good story. I think that's probably the best way to put it. Like, it's not like Death Note where you're pondering issues and whether it's right or wrong. This just makes you feel good, and I think that's very important when you read manga. You just want to feel good. So Eyeshield 21, my opinion, one of the best sports mangas of all time, and even one of the best mangas of all time. Not like the best, but it's a great manga, and I highly recommend it to anybody. And so please subscribe to my channel for more manga review videos, more Pokemon videos, more Go videos, more everything. Just click that little red button down there, wherever it is. And thank you.